Welcome to episode 251 of Keeping It Real. I'm your host. Thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man.
You just gotta pretend like the cameras aren't here. I don't know why I say I'm nervous, because then it'll rub off on my guests. But it's true. The show's called Keeping It Real.
Yeah.
To keep it real, I woke up really late today. I missed my class. It's always when, I'll tell you what, it's always when I think, because I'm new to coming back to school. So it's like when I think that I'm like yesterday I was telling somebody dude, I got all A's so far. Go figure, I missed my class today. And I went to bed early too. And bro, do you ever wake up at 4 a.m.?
The other night I did. I mean, usually when I'm waking up at 4 a.m. is to actually get up for the day. If I'm tomorrow we got a trip to Florida, I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m. Or if I'm going hunting, it'd be 4 a.m. waking up. The other night though, I did wake up at 4 a.m. just randomly, but go back to sleep after for a little bit.
Whenever I go back to bed, I'm gone. I should have set my alarm, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's the 251st episode. I don't know what number guest you are though. I don't know a lot of stuff. How do you feel, bro? You're on camera.
I don't know. Maybe TV, I guess. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of the way. What does working out look like for you?
Because
bro, people at home. My mom always watches these. You got your shirt on, but if you didn't, you would understand why I was asking this question.
I'm not as ripped as I used to be because I'm a little bulked up right now. I'm 5'6", 7, something like that. And then
okay, that's one.
But yeah, I used to be. I was really. Hey, if I show pictures right here, could people see?
Yeah, 6 or 7 pictures.
Yeah, 6, 7 pictures, something like that. So let's see here. Let's go to my Instagram.
Oh, okay. Just show them to me, and then make sure you text them to me. I'll put them up on screen.
You'll put them on screen? All right.
Yeah, I just got to make a note.
So I'll show them to you. Yeah, so when I was in high school, I was probably about 205 pounds before COVID. I was healthy. And then COVID, I probably got about 215. Junior year, I was a little fat. And then I cut down a little bit more, I went back to where I was senior year for football. And then after football, it was senior year, who gives crap? So it kind of got bigger again. Probably about 215 when I graduated. And then that summer, I just went and lived at the beach. And I just got just sat and that was the first time I was introduced to alcohol basically. And I just sat and drank around all day at the beach for 3 months, 8. And I was just living there by myself, eating food, all that. So I got 240 pounds.
And this is the before pictures that you might see.
This is before, so I'll show you.
Because I've seen your Instagram.
So
is that
that's what it looked like right there.
Yes.
I was also wasted in that picture. But
okay, so tell me what and send that to me. If you want.
I'll send it all to you when we're done.
Okay, because if you. What is because I guess I didn't know. I didn't know you had been weightlifting long before that, before picture.
I was weightlifting ever since I was in 8th grade, but it was football training. So football training, weightlifting is way different than getting your body straight. Football, it's more about doing the regular lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, just the chart. And then it's just technique strength training. So pushing and we didn't do a lot of back stuff. I'd never really did everyone knows the pull down machine. I was not doing any pull down machine stuff until I went to the gym by myself, junior year of high school or something like that. But so football, I've been weightlifting for a long time, but I didn't really get into, weight training until I got to college. But what was the question you were asking though? That
was it.
Okay.
It wasn't very.
It wasn't really thought through question.
I mean,
I know what you're talking about. But yeah. So I didn't. So when I got to school, when I got out of high school and got here, I just naturally started losing a little bit of weight because I just wasn't eating all the time because you don't have that time for college. I was just you go to the dining hall and you can pig out, but you can't go to the dining hall all day.
Which is when you say pig out, you can pig out, but that stuff is not good for you.
Yeah, it really isn't. But shoot, so I was pledging a fraternity for a couple months. And I ended up dropping because my grades were so bad. I almost got kicked out of state. So I had to get my act straight. So it was about November 2022.
Okay.
Is when I decided to actually commit to making myself better. I think I was 222 pounds.
So there was a bit of a moment.
There was a moment. I was
from the exterior, it really seems like.
Yes, I was fat, and I was the fat cool guy or the fat the fat
guy.
What I was like the fat playful guy that like people like could make a joke and stuff like that.
Bro, because I've been, I think like a half a year ago, once you start gaining weight like that and you start to like, and it's not even just weight.
It's so hard to like mentally to overcome. You kind of just like.
You add those things. It's like, well, at least I'm funny. Or like, you know what I'm saying?
You take the other parts of your life and you're like, well, at least I make up for it.
Good grades.
Area.
Yeah. At least I, like, I remember.
At least I'm a good student. At least I,
dude, yes. A big thing, I stopped smoking. I'm coming up. What do you think I should do? I'm coming up on 2 years without smoking weed.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thanks, but I feel like I should. Last year, I just like announced it on Instagram. I feel like I have to do something because I don't
for celebrating 2 years.
Yes, exactly. Yes. What do you think? Like, what would you do if you were me?
I don't know.
I thought
hang out with people that you like being around. I don't know. I mean, my cousin, he's similar, so he
hang out with the people you like.
He kind of peaked early in life, and
well, how do you know? Is he dead already?
No, he's not dead.
He can't.
He's in your situation. He's been sober from alcohol for over 2 years now.
It's a weird situation.
Maze his things,
and I bet he seems real gray right now.
So
but
like,
I'm telling you, remember how earlier, or I guess I kind of say this. You didn't really say it. When something's not right, you think, well, at least this is right. I remember I had even gotten a job. It was a really shitty job at a smoke shop. So I would just sit around and do nothing. And it was right on the street with Chipotle and the Golden Dragon, best Chinese place on Hillsborough. And I would walk and I'd eat both of those every day. And I just started to get so like big and so like sad.
Well, I've heard that like, man, I've actually never smoked in my life. That's one thing I've actually kind of glad I never did. Like I drank, but like I never smoked.
But I would just.
But I know I've heard that smoking, like when you get high, you're like actually like pig out. You'll eat a lot. That's what I've heard.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different. But I would just say like, well, at least I have a job and I don't smoke weed. But you always gotta like, if you ever have a thing in your life where it's like I'm too big, or it's like I'm too this, too that, and you make it like a big thing, and then you can always do whatever you think about, you know? If you ever get over it, it's just gonna be like the next problem. And I feel like a really common next problem is you start to take the victory as an excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't.
It's a mental hurdle you have to come over. So like you're making up for yourself in other areas of your life, and you're telling yourself that you're okay with yourself being like this because you're exceeding in this and this. Problem is, at that point in life, I wasn't a good student. I wasn't in shape. I was single. I wasn't in a good relationship spiritually. There was like nothing really going on in my life that was great. My parents were threatening to pull me from school. The school was threatening to pull me from school. So it was like nothing good. No, there was no good outlook on my life at that point. So kind of like November, I had job fraternity. I made all those buddies, and I'm starting not talking to them as much anymore because I'm not around them as much. So, and then when you get to college, the opportunity to like make your friends is that first couple weeks of college. So I kind of missed out on that opportunity because I was pledging. So I was kind of just sitting in my room, and then my roommate moved out too. So I was in a dorm by myself, a lot of alone time.
That's the worst.
Yeah. So
worst times of my life.
Yeah. So I was just in a dorm by myself in like November, and I was like, I got to make a change. So that's when if I could find the first ever picture I took, was that night that I actually told myself I was going to make a change.
Dude, I love this show so much. I got to tell you, it's my favorite thing ever. I'm glad you came on. Yeah, I'm glad you came by.
That's the picture in my dorm right there.
Damn, son.
Yeah, so that's probably about 220 something pounds.
I just seen this guy on Instagram who puts a bunch of pillows in his shirt and stuff, and he like gives training advice to like really obese, because there's levels to it.
That like I honestly just think because you can't run at that.
Oh,
because it hurts your body.
That's what I'm talking about.
So a lot of people do you know who Frank Fleming is?
No.
So he's Frank the Tank from Barstool.
Do you know who Nick Fuentes is?
I've heard the name.
Oh. If you knew him, you know.
Nick Fuentes he's the podcasting guy. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
America First?
Oh, I know. Never mind. I know who Nick Fuentes is now.
Okay, what are your first thoughts? This has been a thing that I've been asking everybody. I think he's hilarious.
Oh, he is funny.
But he's extremely racist.
He's well, when you phrase it, he's extremely truthful, but it's his truth. So I saw...
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
It's what he believes is truth. So he like everybody will just come out. No one these days wants to come out and just say they're racist.
Nobody
wants to do that. But Nick Fuentes, he'll look at data. So like, let's say, for instance, like he's looking at crime data. He's going to say this and this and this about crime.
Oh, I never thought of him to be too like.
And he'll straight up just say something that he thinks is factual. Like I saw like a video.
Like black people shouldn't be allowed to go to school. I'm not sure if you ever
I
said
don't
that.
think I've heard that one. I don't actually watch his podcast. I just see clips on
Of course, me neither.
Instagram.
I wouldn't even know where to find it. I've been told that he's banned from every social media.
Yeah,
ever.
because
He's on a no-fly list.
If you get clipped once, like, and even if it's out of context, people raise hell about it.
Well, he was at the way because dude, I've been learning a lot about him through other people. I've been told that he was at the was it June, July, the riot with the Capitol. I don't even know what.
Are you talking about January 6th?
Yes, January 6th.
I got no clue, but like,
so he was there, and that's what got him. Because whenever I was told he's on like a no-fly list, I mean, when you're that barred out, I mean, he can't even open a bank account. Apparently,
I don't know anything. I don't follow him. I just see clips of him and I know the name.
But you have to ask, like, you have to. It's
like,
like
this is like extreme. So that's political commentary, podcasting. So like, I'm right, but I'm not heavy right. So like, middle ground, it's kind of like Joe Rogan, but he's kind of slightly right.
Oh, you think he's
Joe Rogan would he's like the extreme right.
You know what's funny about that is he used to be a Democrat. That's true. So did Trump.
There's a lot of people used to be Democrats back in the day, but the Democrat Party shifted so far.
Yeah,
from where it used to be.
I don't think you look back in time when you think like, oh, Trump used to be a Democrat. Well, Democrat used to mean something.
Democrat was the rich people that lived in the cities back then, and the Republican was the working man's class working man's party back in the day.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Yeah. When you think about he's on all like a no-fly list, no bank account. Well, it makes you think of that one kid in class from high school or whatever in public school. Did you go to public school?
I went to private school.
Same. Remember that one kid that was, he would always get in trouble and you would always be like, dude, you're asking for it.
Yeah, there was so many. I had so many troublemakers in my class.
Yeah.
Like when I say go to private school, I gotta like rephrase that. In North Carolina, we have a lot of religious private schools, so they'll open one in the back of a shed and call it a private school. But
was it Catholic?
No, Catholic ones are nice. Mine was like, we got called trailer park trash one time, or like white trash. It's like it's a couple $1,000s to go just because it's private school, but like it's not like super nice and pristine. People just want to send their kids to private school, no matter how nice it is, just to get their kids out of the public education system, so that people can concentrate their learning on whatever it is. I went to like a Christian private school. It was not terrible, but it was like okay, nice. So,
or the public school I went to was also you could have. Like, I didn't have, like, the IB and AP programs. It might as well have been private.
Yeah, I didn't have the...
We didn't have
IB, but we had AP. We had a lot of AP classes.
I hate to talk about COVID-19.
Oh, COVID's... Man, that's a dark time.
I had this one teacher, Mr. Cullop, who said that we would have to wear masks for the rest of our lives.
That's the good thing about private school. We didn't have to.
No masks?
Wow,
that must have been great.
COVID happened...
Well, we just didn't go to school.
Well, COVID happened in March of my sophomore year. So our sophomore year happened in March. And then everybody was out until the end of the school year.
I remember that. Where were you at? I was in Spanish class when I thought this might be a big deal.
I was actually on the road for baseball. We were going to Harold's Academy, and we were on the road, and we were like in the middle of a game, like check phone during the dugout in between innings.
What was the
and we got the email where everybody was texting. It's like, hey, 2 weeks, man, like the whole like getting out of school thing. And
wait, so it was,
but everybody in the dugout was talking like because we had been like in the news loop. Like COVID had been in the news loop since December of 2019.
Yes.
Like I remember sitting like history class in like December. Everybody was talking about the whole thing going on in China.
Yes.
And then so everybody's been building up for months and months and months, and then it's here. So they say 2 weeks, but everyone's in there. We were talking. It was like this can be a lot longer. So like the seniors are getting really emotional about like because they knew it was probably their last game. And
man, I was high as fuck. I remember through that stretch, I had done mushrooms, like, but you do drugs, but it was like a time that was memorable because they were really strong. I remember being in Spanish class a week after this had happened, and I ended up not completing or dropping that. This is Jose.
What's going on, dude?
And I should have said this. Jose, this is Luke.
What?
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice. How's it going?
Good. You think Ella and Sam are going to text me back?
I don't know. I think Sam just got off work.
The answer is probably no. Okay, that's unrelated. I remember thinking, how do I say this as fast as possible? I thought my teacher was crying. So I was like, that's happened before. But then you look around at everybody else, and nobody else seems to be doing nothing. And then I'm like, whoa, I look back at the teacher. She was never crying. That's when I was like, yo, this shit has messed up my mind, bro. You ever do that kind of thing? It puts your mind in a microwave.
Nah.
Don't recommend.
Yeah. That's one thing I stay clear of is the whole smoking thing. I mean, when I was a freshman in high school, our football team, we had a big suspension because a lot of people, we were a Christian school, so smoking's not allowed.
Anything. Weed, cigarettes?
Yeah.
They love smoking
Yeah, well,
cigarettes.
it was not cigs. It
Or
was,
dip.
It was at their, well, that's baseball.
Tobacco.
Yeah, but it was weed. It was, so I was a freshman, the senior class, like their senior party start of the year. Apparently a bunch of people got high at it and word got around. We had already played our first game of the season and won, and going into the second game of the season, people caught wind of it. They got suspended. It was like 8 seniors that were starters or 9 seniors. So we were missing like 9 of our starters, and we were playing the best team, and we got slaughtered. Like, I remember being so upset, and I was like, I'm never doing this because I couldn't do this to like people I'm friends with or people I'm teammates with because it was like terrible.
Wait, what did smoking have to do with it?
They got suspended for smoking.
Oh,
And I was a freshman. I was on the team, and I was like, I could never do this.
I'm sorry, I zoned out.
Yeah, like they did it and they got suspended, and by consequence they put freshman me as a starter in the game, and we got slaughtered by the best team.
Oof.
So
That's rough.
yeah, it's rough. So I was like, from that was the point. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not even gonna do it, and I haven't really done it since, but for other reasons too. But that was kind of like the first encounter I had with it.
You're not missing much, but I'm coming up on a year no drinking either.
What? You're coming on a year no drinking? Hey, congrats, man. I'm eventually I'm planning on doing that. Like I don't sit around and drink all day. I'll probably drink once every week.
Well, if you like detach it from you and I went and took a tour of was it Coors, the Coors factory in Colorado? One of them. It was very cool, and they said that their leading sales percentage beer. Guess which one it was? You got some context clues.
Wait, how you said like?
So they make a lot of beers.
Yeah, the Coors company makes a bunch of different branches.
They own a shit ton. Like Coca-Cola owns
a bunch of different.
Yeah. So
they own Busch, don't they?
Yeah. So you think Busch is their top selling beer?
Well, Busch probably, but among college students, it's probably gonna be some off-brand
across the whole company, America, the world. Gosh. I'll give you a hint though.
They don't own.
You don't have to think.
They don't own Modelo, do they?
I think they do own Modelo. You think it's
Modelo? Might be a good guess, just because a lot of Hispanics drink it.
I think that was the top alcoholic beer. There's a hint.
There's a non-alcoholic. Okay, I don't know non-alcoholic beers.
Neither do. Well, they make all beers in non-alcoholic. I think that's their highest rising percentage selling beer.
It's non-alcoholic.
It's non-alcoholic beer.
That defeats the whole purpose. Like, who would want to make yourself? Why would you want to like make yourself feel bloated? Like, it don't take that like amazing anyways. Like,
Oh yeah. What if it's because I heard that initially and I was
maybe
like
that. Maybe it's former alcoholics who just got addicted to the taste of it, and a way to get off it is the taste of it.
Maybe it's all the guys in the boardrooms with the suits who are deciding on which beers to ramp up production, and they say, "Oh well, if we get like, because my brother is 16, he'll go out to my parents for a nice meal and he'll get a mocktail." I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But what if they're like, yo, if we can get these kids to drink
mocktail beers,
yeah, then they're more likely to start drinking beers.
It's to get someone hooked on early, or to make
the
that's
taste.
like
they won't be able to taste the difference.
So like it's like looking, it's a way of like looking cool. So like if you go to like a concert, like you go to Coastal,
I
like
go to a party, I fill my cup up with water. Make sure it's a solo cup.
So like when I
don't want to feel left out.
If you buy a water, you buy a water from like Coastal or Red Hat, you know what the water comes in?
Aluminum can.
It comes in an aluminum can. It's what's it called? Liquid Death. It looks just like beer.
Like
like when you get water, it's like, can I go? You go to concession stands. Can I get a water? They don't hand you a water bottle. They hand you a big can.
I know.
It looks like a tall boy, and it looks like a Miller Lite, but it's called Liquid Death, and it's just water.
Have you seen the other ones though? The aluminum, they have like a rounded top and a screw on. It's still water.
It's still water. Because they make some beer like that.
They're out to get us, dude. You think we went to the moon?
What?
You think we went to the moon?
Man, you're hopping all over the place.
Yes.
If I was being like brutally honest, like, I mean, the government hides so much stuff from us. And like, people are just realizing this with the Epstein thing. I mean, that's pretty obvious. They're hiding stuff from us. But the moon is just like, it's so comical because like it's so blatantly a lie. I believe like like when was the last time America went to the moon? Like the 1970s. I think we've been to the moon technically twice. I mean, we can't even. The furthest we go into space is like the atmosphere now. So like, I can't tell you what. I'm no scientist. I can't tell you what truly is out there, or like if we've really gone to space. I damn sure know that like Neil Armstrong did not go to the moon. I can tell you that much. I mean, it's such a blatant lie because it was just for the propaganda back then because of the Cold War. It was just who could get there first. So
we had to have gone to the moon.
What?
We had to have gone to the moon.
I really don't think we did.
Well, think about conspiracy theories were fun, but then I think
there's a limit to them. I think the moon landing's fun because there's no harm in that one. Then when we start talking 9/11, you gotta realize people died. So there's harm in that one.
interesting.
So like the moon one's fun to play around with because there's no harm in that one. You can say, oh, it was shot in a studio and all that, and we'd never been. It was just because of the Cold War. But then when you start talking about like tragedies that happened, you got to factor in people still died, even if you don't think it happened or not, and all these other conspiracies. So
Well, these people can go really far and be like, oh, well, actually, yeah, I think everyone agrees people died. Because with 9/11, they say that
9/11, like
inside
I've seen all this stuff. So I couldn't go to there's the U.S. is like hiding a bunch of stuff when it comes to. I mean, every government does, not just the U.S. Every government hides stuff. Like for instance, like England with the whole Princess Diana's death. Like that, obviously she didn't just. There's something behind.
What happened
stuff
there?
Like that. Oh, she died in a car wreck because like paparazzi was chasing her in '97, I believe.
and they covered that up.
Well, I don't know that one. I was giving an example because there's a bunch of stuff in like every country has histories of covering things up or just making things seem the way that they really probably weren't. So like 9/11, there was probably other factors. I mean, obviously planes hit the towers, but dude,
And that's why they fell. You don't think so?
I really can't tell you because you see all this stuff all the time. There's new facts. Like if you ask like see the videos of these like architecture type guys, like if a plane hits the top of the building like that, how does it make the infrastructure on the bottom?
I get it.
Collapse.
I
And then
get
you
it.
see all these close ups of like when you watch demolitions, you have the things that bust out the side like that.
Right.
So
it's like, why would the building fall?
why is the
directly?
building falling?
I can tell you
perfectly
why.
Or instead of like falling, if the top half should just slide and fall off.
I have
or
an
like,
argument for that.
It looks more like a demolition, but like I can't argue that because people's. I mean, for one, it doesn't change the fact that people died.
Right. And
So
maybe
like,
we shouldn't,
what's
'cause
the point? You can have fun and saying like,
What was the one we were at before 9/11? The moon landing? Let me debunk that one.
okay,
If you're
debunk the moon landing or debunk my.
we went to the moon.
Okay, go ahead.
And you're like maybe we didn't, right?
The thing is, like, it really doesn't change the fact. Like, what does it do? Like, unless you're like, you actually want to be an astronaut, how does it affect me in my day to day life?
Okay, that's true.
It's just something to have fun with. It's like talking sports. Like,
Oh, I could talk about some moon landing touchdowns.
okay, well, I think it's just like talking sports. Like, it doesn't change your day to day life unless you actually go and work for NASA. Like, who cares?
Okay, so tell me. So when I say this, I feel like it should just make you go like, "Oh, you're right." But if it don't, I need you to tell me.
All right, go ahead.
How could this not be true?
Go ahead.
So the moon landing is televised, and
How do they broadcast in 1963, 67, whatever year it was? How do they broadcast like live all the way to freaking space, but I can't get service in the middle of the woods?
Oh, well, it was pretty delayed and all. Big picture. So you accomplish something of that nature, right? To the point where it's more than just like, it's almost, I mean, what is one of the things that makes us kill people? War, right? It's like, how do, like, that's probably one of the most extreme things and most paid attention to things because it shouldn't make sense, but it still happens. And we're in a Cold War, right? We have to beat the Soviet to the moon.
Yeah, and then that's also like part of the reason why you think someone faked it because you just got to get there first.
That's true. I'm not done. So,
Go ahead.
there's a guy on the moon, and he comes back from the moon. Now, hypothetically, it's faked.
Yes.
More than one person is involved in that operation to fake that, right? There would have to be, I would even say upwards of 100 people.
Now, I don't look into it, but I mean, you do have to have concealed lips and everything, cover-ups. There might be deaths involved.
I just don't think it's possible. I just think if 2 people know a secret, it's no longer a secret.
I mean, there's...
Talk about 100 people know a secret.
Well, you got to realize,
They all
like,
got
how...
families,
you got to see how complex all this is tied together. Like, for instance, like the whole Clintons thing and all that.
Yeah, but dude, I'll hear about my cousin's friend's boyfriend's friend who's cheating.
Because that's just grapevine stuff. When it's something classified like that, you know how many that's like just saying... I
think that's more interesting than a moon landing.
I can use that argument anywhere because like like U.S. classified military stuff, more than one person knows, but we don't know about it because they have it classified. You go to jail if you say somebody's going to get a hit put on you and you'll be buried in the dirt and nobody to hear about you.
My argument is it couldn't be moon landing level stuff. It would just have to be like stuff that's honestly kind of boring. Like top level weapon stuff. Like there's no aliens being secretly hid at Area 51.
I'm just kidding. I don't believe in aliens. So yeah. But yeah, man, I just like having fun with it. Like, yeah, I really don't think it changes day-to-day life. It's just something to debate, you know, and I really can't debate stuff like that because I really don't look into all that. I don't spend my time looking into moon landing debunked stuff. So it's just something I can just like pass the time with. Like I really just.
This is kind of weird, right?
I would just say, like, if we're gonna end this conversation like right now, I would just say that we have the technology from the 1960s versus today's technology.
Yes,
so much different, but we can't go back to the moon. It's whatever, we lost it or something. That's about the extent of my knowledge that I know. Like this whole moon landing thing, like if we have better technology now, how is it not possible now, but it was possible back then?
Well, it is possible.
Then why have we done it?
Well, nowadays there's a lot more regulations involved. Now, there was about a 10, 15-year span where it wasn't possible. But you got to think of that like this. Say you have a really fast car. If people don't maintain the car, it's not going to be able to set the world record again.
Yeah, I don't know. But, man, it's just something fun to talk about. So that's about it. I really don't look into it. I don't really spend my time with that. It's really just what I see on Instagram, just scrolling.
I use, whenever this stuff comes up, I like to use, my own, I don't know too much about it, but I do know, aside from a couple of YouTube videos, but I do know, what I believe. And I'm very intentional with, I would never tell anyone something I didn't want anyone to know.
Yeah.
Because I just believe, even if it's, your trusted homie, and it's not even anything against the homie, it's just it's like a statistic thing. Tell me, what's more likely, a secret to leak when one person knows it or two people knows it? Is it even a secret if two people know it?
Well, that's called top classified. There's so many I already said this already. There's so many classified stuff that doesn't get out. I mean, they won't even release the damn Epstein list.
I think the Epstein list is more of a guest list. It's not like these people raped children.
It's not a who raped who list. It's just who was guests on the island, but by association, then you're like I say, you can't just go prosecute anyone that was on that list, but obviously it's more about you knew about what was going on because you were on that island.
But just because you're on the list and the island means you knew?
I really don't know. So that's not my job to know.
I don't think he killed himself.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, some people do.
No, he didn't kill himself.
I've had people on this show that thinks that he killed himself. Well, I think he killed himself, but not because he wanted to kill himself. I think it's pretty layered.
Self-suicide, I don't know, but it's maybe assisted suicide. I don't really know, but there's no benefit in him killing himself. And why would the Department of Justice just came out a couple months ago and said that there was nothing wrong or whatever.
Nothing wrong? What? How?
Well, they came out. It was like when they tried the Department of Justice. There's something wrong with it. The Department of Justice came out and said something like there was no list or something like that. So they said we're going to release the list, and they came out and said there was no list, and then they said we're going to look into it now. And now we're in the current state of the survivors are going to put their own list together. So the current state we're in, just the Department of Justice being so flippy floppy about it, just makes you just there's something wrong. They're going even if they present something, they're just going to hide something from us. So I don't know. I mean, you could probably form your own opinion about who you think was on it or whatever, but we're really never going to know the truth because U.S. government and any national government always hides internal affairs they want to keep secret. If the government wants to keep it a secret, they will keep it a secret.
I don't know. We might disagree there. I don't think that is. I think large scale secrets don't really exist. I think we probably know just about all there is to know.
I mean, there's so many, from moon landing, JFK assassination, to 9/11, to Epstein list. I mean, there's so many things that just seem so fishy and never really known.
9/11 is not fishy. No one blew up the bottom floors.
Well, that was back in the 90s when someone put a bomb in the bottom floor.
Well, yeah, that's separate. But you know what I'm saying? No one controlled detonated to have the towers fall like that.
No, but there's just the other stuff about it, the whole story about the passport thing. We found a clear image of the passports around and all that, so we can ID them.
I never heard about that.
You've never heard about the passport?
You're too deep in the weeds, man.
Man, I guess you
want it to be a conspiracy.
I don't know. It's like talking sports. It's like putting a fantasy team together almost. It's talking sports. It's having fun. Now I don't go too deep down. I don't like talking too much about the 9/11 thing because again, people lost their lives in it and it was a tragedy. But I mean, obviously, there's just something that we weren't told or something. I don't know. So I mean, people have fun with it on Instagram. The thing about the person who owned the World Trade Centers. He came to work every single day, and the only day he ever missed was September 11th.
I don't subscribe.
You've never seen that one?
I think it's the same with a moon landing. You can't have, because that would take at least a team of a big number of people.
I'm saying classified's classified.
I don't think so.
You get off and you'll never be heard from again.
Maybe I'm uncomfortable with like big things like that. That I don't get to know.
You trust the government too much. That's what it is.
No, I don't think I trust. I think I trust like my understanding of secrets.
I just don't want to be.
Ever since I just don't.
I just want to feel like I'm like I don't like being played like a fool. Like I just want to be like whole. Like I like the free belief. Like that we get to,
and that might be better.
We have a choice to believe what we want to. So why am I just? I don't have to go with the general consensus of like this is what it was, this is factual and everything that. Like it just because it's in the history book doesn't mean it's true. Somebody wrote the history book, and however you write the history book, it can be miscued however you want to.
And I think your approach to might be better than mine because you're kind of
it's more open-mindedness instead of just narrow facts.
It's not like you're saying we didn't land on the moon. You're saying that you don't know.
I really don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think someone's hiding us. There's so much classified stuff. That's the point I've been trying to do the whole time. There's classified stuff we don't know about. Like obviously there's an Epstein list. Obviously there's something foul play in 9/11. There's something they're not telling us about the moon landing. It's just we don't have all the facts, but they write it in the history book as facts. So I'm just being more open-minded to it because we obviously don't have all the cards are being dealt.
And I never liked history teachers that would they would teach you lessons and be like, oh, Christopher Columbus was very like, and they would give him an emotion. How do you know? We could dig up bones, but we can't dig up.
Here's a good example. So let's say in 30 years, when we're old and our kids are going to high school and they're reading a history book, what's the history book going to look like for January 6th?
Bunch of Instagram reels.
So like, no one's getting there. I can bet you whoever writes the history book's not going to talk about the federal agents there.
But which Instagram reels? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly. Which side of Instagram is going to be in there?
There's a whole lot of sides.
There's a whole lot of sides put in there. It says whoever writes the books gets to determine the facts.
Whoever copies the links gets to write the future.
Exactly.
Man,
we went far. How did we end up from?
I don't know. At one point in time,
from one point in time, we were talking about weightlifting to now we're talking about 9/11 and the moon landing. I don't know how I don't know how you geared me all that way.
You might be doing a bad job.
It's okay. But like it's kind of funny the path we took, and I don't know how long that path was. But
you said at one point you were like, "Dan, you're going all over the place," and I was like, "Shit, I'm going all over the place." You know, you should come back on because the only thing
you gotta give it a rest. You gotta like let it sink in and see how it does, and then you get back. You gotta have new content. So you gotta let it sit over time.
Okay, have you looked at the page at all? I can walk you through like the date of everything.
I don't think I've actually like watched your YouTube. I see all your clips on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay. So
I watch all your clips on Instagram and TikTok, but I've not sat down and watched a full episode.
So this is what it looks like on Instagram. These are all the episodes in order. And what you'll notice is we've had a lot of guests.
In your free time, if you ever just lay in bed one night, just go through and count the guests. And then you can obviously keep up with the episodes.
I would imagine you're guest number 50 or something if we're on episode. Because what I was getting to here is from like, look, you see, I'm all alone now. I mean, I was alone.
When did you start having guests on? When your set got better? When you got like doubled your mic and doubled your camera?
I started the podcast with guests. For the first 30 episodes, I had guests.
Did you start the podcast before I met you or after I met you back in 2023?
Oh, man, after.
Way after?
Yeah.
So look, you were never doing episodes
this is the
when you were at
first
Standard?
episode, right here.
Where's that at?
Right here.
Is that the Standard or is that at a different place?
This is here. So it started here.
You've only had it.
And if I didn't have this on the screen, I'm not sure how confidently I'd be able to answer that. But look at the views and look at the guests are people that I went to high school with. So I would get in my car with all my gear and I'd go, I mean, you can look, I went from Wilmington to Virginia to App State to UNC all the way down to Charlotte.
Do you load all this stuff up when you go, or you haven't had to take all your gear yet? It's like when you had smaller gear back then.
All of this.
So you have traveled with all this gear before?
Yeah, very often. When I go home to visit my family, I do this every day.
What type of car are you driving to do this with?
I take the train with this gear sometimes.
You said what? I take the train?
I can pack it all up into 3 bags.
I guess you can take it all apart. I mean, shoot.
This big box doesn't come with me, and these 2 screens don't. I've got
the 2 screens. Does the PC have to come with you or no?
No. Okay. So it's not as, and the tables don't come with me.
Oh,
on the chairs.
Yeah, okay.
But
it's a nice setup. I love your setup in here.
I started to go solo right around here, right around episode 33. I just was alone. Totally alone. And it was to preserve the show itself. And now I've come back into like the swing of people. And I think I do a whole.
I think people would just like, it's harder to carry conversation like by yourself.
It was horrible.
No, I think having
it was a nightmare.
I'm actually having like a good time doing this.
I'm having a great time.
It's like last night when my girlfriend got mad at me just because I was sitting on the couch talking to my buddies. That's kind of just what it is. I mean, we were watching the Eagles game last night, and we just sat I zoned out after the rain delay. From like the rain delay to the almost like 2 minutes to go in the game, we were just sitting around talking and looked back at the team and was like, oh, there's 2 minutes left and the Cowboys got the ball driving. So I mean, I could just sit around and talk to anybody if we got a solid conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like enjoying it. But I really hope this works out for you. Like, I mean, I could do like the format of the show.
I hope it works out too, but I'm in school now, you know. Oh, I'm thinking I'm supposed to make each of these episodes stand alone. We should have done this at the very start, but this is Luke Parker, a friend of mine that I met.
Just clip this at the beginning.
I won't. I won't. It's already so much effort to do everything. I can never. I probably won't even add the pictures. I'll try to remember. But
how long does it take from like when you shoot to upload? Like,
well, the episode takes as long as the episode takes, and then from the end of the shoot to upload, like you said, I should have just it takes
do you have to do any editing at all? You just upload whatever
30 minutes to an hour
of editing?
I don't do any editing.
It's just the full clip of the show.
You have to put both cameras together and then put the audios recorded separately underneath both the cameras into, I use DaVinci Resolve. And then it's just a whole lot of, I have to process the audio, render the video. That's 10 minutes, 20 minutes combined. And then the upload can take 30 minutes.
And then if you had to throw in pictures or anything like that.
Yeah. And then we do intro and outro music now. I stole it.
What's your intro music?
It's a banjo. It goes like. I'm
definitely gonna watch this episode. I'm definitely gonna see it.
Don't. Why would you watch yourself? I always tell everyone, don't watch yourself. I never watch myself, and I
might have to watch a different episode to like know what's kind of like.
Okay, don't scroll back too far. What? Like, don't scroll back.
Let me just do like the past week.
Yes, because it's really hard for me to watch. I went
watch
back.
Old stuff. You think you're getting better. You're getting better. You're getting better with yourself, so you get cringed out when you watch yourself.
Well, I was really bad with people, bro. I would.
You couldn't carry conversations as well.
Yeah, I think I thought that I was the man. You know, so I'm saying, so like, it was like they gotta make it a good episode, but it was.
It's the host job to carry conversation.
And I'm trying to have all these people back on a year later because I think that would be a cool idea.
You have more stuff to talk about. What's happened since the last time?
Yeah, and I'm not surprised a lot of them are like not responding. You know, I reached out. You know, I
see. I'm having a lot better experience now than I probably did. And next time, if I ever came back on in the year or whatever, or a couple months, because probably not a year because last year of school, it'd probably be better experience then.
I could like compile a list of clips from this episode and be like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what they'd be or nothing. But it's a lot. It's a lot. But I like it. I like it a lot. You know, I've got this one person that comments all the time asking about when I'm going to do the wedgie, as they say. And they're relentless. Relentless. They even found my Instagram.
The wedgie? Is this like a random you don't know?
I don't know this person. All they want
is a fan.
I think they want me to do a wedgie to myself on camera. And at the start, weirded me out.
You've been doing Instagram Reels, right? I think that's your best chance of like one of your best chances of getting viral is just making. I think one of your best shots at getting your podcast views, like people coming because obviously you want your YouTube episode to get your views.
Ooh.
Your best shot at getting views is always going to be Instagram Reels these days, not TikTok. TikTok, it used to be back then. But like, I just don't think the podcasting clips go as well on TikTok anymore. Instagram Reels, people just doom scroll on Instagram because they like the comment sections better. If they find a funny video or just some like brain dead video and the comment section's good, that's what gets you views. So like, if you do a wedgie yourself and you clip it and you put it on Instagram.
No, you can never give in to people like this. This is weird.
You can't give in. That's what I'm saying.
This other guy wanted pictures of my feet.
Okay, get to that stuff.
I was actually contemplating
the perfect video.
I told him $40.
Like the reason I don't know if it was probably one of your most viewed clips was the 6'7" on the chest.
No, it wasn't. But it was up there.
It was good. Like I'm saying, but like even if you just do clips from the show and put it on Reels, so like if you choose to do like a moon landing clip where I had some type of take and it was interesting or something, if you just clip the show by like 20-30 seconds or something short because people's attention spans are so small, so even maybe in 20-15 seconds, and you just throw it on Instagram and you just keep throwing them out there. It's like throwing bait out there for fish. You'll catch something someday and they'll attract people to your show. I think Instagram Reels is one of the best ways to do that.
I got a clipping. So we were talking about time after the shoot ends, and that clipping turns that 30 to an hour into 30 to 2 hours.
Go back, like you can go back through your old stuff. If you remember something funny that happened in an old show, you just go back through your history, find it, clip it, and go back. So you don't have to clip this yet. You can just throw this in YouTube, let it sit in YouTube, and just go back. You can go back to stuff from 3 years ago and throw clips on Reels.
I'm looking for somebody to do it for me, man. I can't be watching myself for that. It's been picture just looking.
I'm just saying, if you remember, you don't have to do it now, but I'm saying like from now on out. Now I'm giving you this information now.
I'm taking your advice.
Yeah,
whenever someone tells me what I should be doing,
as a professional doom scroller, I'm okay. But if you gotta make mental notes or write notes that like. If you have an interesting conversation with someone at like some point, I'm not saying the whole like Luke's whole conversation was interesting because we'll have lulls and everything.
It is interesting.
If you have like, if there's one topic in there or I say something interesting, you gotta go back and clip it. But like you could just take note of it. You don't have to do it then because obviously it's not the only thing you're doing in your day. You got other things, get school going on and all that. But like you can go back and clip it after you post it on YouTube, like a couple days in the back, and then you can just throw it on Instagram. If you're throwing this on YouTube, throw your clips on Instagram.
This episode will be clipped, and it's because you're hyping me up.
I am. I'm trying to help you out because I really think you have a shot at this. I like this reminds me of Rogan the way like a...
That's, you know
this thing, it reminds me of Rogan. I'm not trying to like...
It's really nice of you to say, because yesterday Pete told me when he was leaving, he was like, you really got something here. And that's very nice.
I think if you have conversations that are interesting and you're not just like throwing like paint on the wall or whatever, and if you're trying to like actually find like good content, if you do your studying on a person, so you did your studying on me, you wanted to ask me gym questions.
I didn't.
Okay, well you wanted to ask me gym questions, so some type of studying. Like the way Rogan works is he like knows like what conversations to steer towards people, and he can talk about anything because like obviously he's a WWE guy, but he doesn't talk about that all the time, but he knows how to steer conversations towards people's likings. So if you like you're not really studying on a person, but if you know an interesting fact about them, you start from there and you go where the conversation takes it, and you just ask good, insightful questions, and that's your job as the host, and the conversation will steer itself, and you'll probably make good content, and then the clipping comes along with it. And as long as you have good conversations, good clips, and I guess interesting people on, it would be.
Everybody's interesting.
Everything.
My understanding is any conversation's a great conversation, just none of them get filmed.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's true.
I have good conversations in everyday life.
Same. But now that there's cameras, it gets a little bit weirder. It's like, what are we?
Because the cameras. It took me about 2 minutes, and to block out the cameras.
Oh, really? You got them blocked out?
I got them blocked out pretty quickly. It's just like
you could teach me something.
It's just like. If you ask an insightful question, I'll go into explaining it. It's just like, I'm just imagining we're just sitting back, you get relaxed, and you just sit on the couch and talk to your friend, talking ball or whatever. It's kind of what it is, just having a conversation with somebody.
But I know from my end, Mom's here. Sup, Mom? And then I know with 251 episodes.
Does she watch all your episodes?
Yes, she does. We've amassed about a... +2, not including Mom. I measure that in watch time hours. So we're at about like a 30 view an episode place right now.
That's pretty good. Well, how much do you have to?
Amazing.
How much of the episode do you have to watch on YouTube to get considered a view?
Okay. So that's why I do watch time hours.
Okay.
Because the episodes are about an hour long. Each, and actually lately that's not even true. I might have to edit. But you can see, like, you can go, like, right here, putting myself out there. Who knows what I spoke about here? 4.1 watch hours. That was a good episode. So that means that of the 25 viewers, 4.1 likely watched the whole thing because it's just an hour long. You can go to engagement.
So you get a technical view if someone clicks on your video and it starts.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I believe it's 30
my brother actually does YouTube. I don't keep up with all the stuff with it.
So
look up his YouTube channel real quick because he makes a lot different content than you.
What's it called?
Go to the search bar. We'll go to YouTube first. Go to regular YouTube. Just hit regular YouTube. Search bar. NC State. Sports highlights. I don't know if he was trying to keep his face hidden or not, but I think
any more keywords because that just is not going to bring it up.
Yeah, hit first thing.
Swear, he's that popular?
Yeah, first channel right there.
You're kidding me. He's got more subscribers than me.
Well, he does different videos. So like, gosh. I mean, if you're a sports guru, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch a video like that. Remember the whole burnerverse thing with Twitter? I mean, there's still stuff goes on, but it was really popular last year. One of his videos got thrown on the burnerverse because like it was when not Dave Dorn. It's when Kevin Keats got fired. Someone was like, be right back real quick. I'm watching this or whatever. And it was just them watching the Dave Dorn clip. I mean, go to his list of popular. Like this one's old video. This is back when he had an intro like a long time ago. I was surprised this one did as well as it did. 37K views.
Well, with YouTube, it's so random. My most viewed video is a compilation of me
But
shaving
he
my face.
he puts a good amount of work in. Like, he knows how to do some of the editing stuff. He does it all on his phone. Like, he doesn't have a computer set up. Like, go to some other videos. This video is so old. So this is like a reminiscing video because it's 6 years ago, but his editing is so much better now. Like, his best stuff was when State was making the run back in the tournament.
Wow, look at how consistently these videos are breaking 1,000 views.
That's like because he knows when to post content. So like last year, so look like it says year ago, and then scroll up some. And then he kind of takes a lull because State sports suck. So like his content is very dependent on how State does in sports. See, look right here, it goes.
It's a 3-month gap right now.
There's gaps because he posted basically nothing for sports. He got lucky because Kevin Keats got fired. So that was like the only basketball thing he posted. So
I got more views than him all the time. Guess how many videos I got published?
you got 251 episodes. So I mean.
That ain't gonna get you anywhere close.
You probably got 1,000, don't you?
3,000.
That's ridiculous.
I used to do a short every hour.
But that's one thing. He's been doing YouTube shorts. You do YouTube shorts?
Yes, now I just clip. Before I was in school, I'm telling you, I filmed batches. So I'd turn this camera sideways and I'd do 24 of them in a day. Then I'd schedule each one of those 24 out for the same hour of the day, 24 days in advance. And I'd stack that, like stack it. And so I'll show you, man. And so it was ridiculous. But this is why my analytics graph, when you sort by last 365 days, looks like this. Because I was killing content.
I'm saying, I think you got a good
Shorts.
Platform, this channel.
I can't find it. But I mean, this is what it was. I mean, it was insanity. Like, you see the dates? See how the date is not changing? It stays on one date for 24 videos at a time. I mean, strange. It was like a weird, definitely an interesting experiment.
Where's the 6-7 video? Because that one was actually really funny.
That one, it's on all 3 platforms, but
that was the one I had.
Primarily,
I feel like I think he had a bunch of sins on that one.
I can't see that on the computer, so I'll never know.
You can see that on your.
I bet it was.
Yeah, see, you had your comment section was going off. If you follow the trends of what's going on social media,
I had someone tell me I needed to respect myself.
You might end up being brain rot one day.
Like this right here with my belts.
The belts, that was a good one.
Oh, you think it was good?
Dude, that's like a classic.
I had a friend from high school. I went and visited him in Wilmington, and I'm always you just gave me some great advice earlier about clipping. And I'm everyone, no matter what the advice is, if they care enough to A, they've seen it, and B, they actually you don't give advice when you don't give a shit. That's all I'm saying. So I try to open my ears. I think
you have to have a shot at something.
Yeah. So that's the advice I got.
If you got a dream and you obviously purchased all this stuff, so you feel like you got a chance. I mean,
yeah. What does that matter though? So he said, you gotta respect yourself. Because of these videos where my shirt's off.
Oh, that's the thing you talk about. You can't just give it in the comment section. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between giving it to the comment section and doing what's popular on social media. So like the 6-7 thing, that gives you a chance to get clips, views, and then or just being yourself or you just got to feel it out for how it is. But I mean, if you have good conversations too, then that's a chance. But I really think clips, shorts, because people's attention spans are so small. You got to use the shorts.
They are so small.
Attention spans are so small. You got to rely heavily on good conversations and good snippets from conversations to make clips and use the clips to attract people to your podcasts.
Yeah. You know what's up. Crazy amount of episodes. Oh, that was August 24th. I've already seen that.
Yeah.
But this is where they'll go. This looks pretty good, man. All these different people coming on. I did this thing with these people, my neighbors. There was 8 of them, and they were all sitting out here, and they would come and sit one at a time.
That's pretty funny.
It was interesting.
Dude, well, you should end up...
But it ended up just being one guy.
If you want to have some fun with it, you could end up doing some type game show things or I don't know, it'd be kind of fun, or speed type dating things. Not dating, but I don't know.
I would love speed dating.
Speed dating on here would be kind of cool.
10 girls?
That'd be kind of funny. If you start getting more attention.
Well, the problem is it wouldn't be serious. My mom told me whenever I ended up, because this is called keeping it real, so sometimes I'll get into it with girls and all that. Not I actually don't have girls as guests anymore because I just can't fucking handle myself. My mom is telling me whenever I mention a girl that I like or something on the show, it basically ruins it. Or ruins, she sees it I don't know how to say this. Like if I like, I don't know. Like does this make sense?
Not really.
Like there's a girl I have a crush on, and then when I start talking about her on the show, I just keep talking about it, and I can't seem to stop.
Okay. That's just called liking somebody.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
If you can't stop talking about somebody, that's just called liking somebody.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, Mom.
What's the deal?
All right.
Mom's got to come on the show.
Maybe at some point, yeah. We go back home, maybe like a little Christmas special.
Mm-hmm. Are you looking to get out of the seat? It's been too long? We're 10 minutes till an hour.
Let me just rotate it.
Okay.
Let's get out. Yeah, we're good right here. All right.
Because I push.
You want to have you want some good conversation past last minutes? Cause I think in past 20 minutes we've been talking about your actual channel.
Yeah, who cares, right? Holy shit. Who cares? It's like you're already here. You're already on the channel. Why are we talking about?
Why are we talking about? That's something we can do after this thing.
What's good conversation though? Everyone always
go
does.
back to where we started. I didn't even start with you asked about my like fitness journey. We didn't even finish that. I was still talking about how I'm fat. Didn't even start about any of my weightlifting stuff.
So what's the why? What was the why?
I just
Like,
felt like
why?
I felt like I had no purpose.
Your why?
I just felt like I had nothing else going for me. So I was like, I got to make something work because obviously something's not working out in my life. So I'll show you the picture. So from that moment on, I was like, I'm going to dedicate myself to actually doing something. So the next semester, I started doing well in school. I think just being good in the gym and being having a gym mindset is not just a gym thing. It's just changing your mindset to be a better person. So like you become a better student. Maybe the way you hang out with people becomes different. But just like if you dedicate yourself to something, like the gym is like a perfect like example or a perfect setting stone to start because you're starting to dedicate yourself to something and it rolls over into your schoolwork and it rolls over into your life. So I really cranked it up my second half of freshman year. That whole spring was going to the gym every day. And then the summer, when I went home for the summer between freshman and sophomore year, I went to the gym every day. I worked in a wood warehouse called a Builder's Discount Center. And after it was like hard work. And then like after I would go back, I'd go to the gym like immediately after, like go shower off and go to the gym. So just like just being dedicated to yourself, even when it's hard. And that summer, I was like, hadn't lost a lot of weight yet. I was probably about 205, but like I was like, when I was calling, it was like I was staying same weight. So I was like flipping muscle and fat, just like kind of just like giving in a little bit, but staying the same weight. And then when I got to school, I like said, okay, now it starts, and I cut down on like how much I was intaking, make sure I was intaking protein. I started running. Start doing the same stuff in the gym, and that's when I started shedding away, and I just tracked it slowly. So it went from like 205 to
I've seen it.
187, and it went from 187 to 184 to 180, and then it just slowly happened over time and got to the point about 175 is when I look like I think normal, or like I can keep it without having to like train rigorously. Like June of 2024, I was 164 pounds. It was probably the most shredded I've ever been.
Everyone knows we should have done this at the beginning too. Let me see.
That's June.
Amazing.
That was like when I was.
Luke is an avid weightlifter, and I saw after having been friends with him for a while an Instagram.
Pull up my Instagram here so I can keep showing my phone.
Where the
go to my main. It's easier to find my main and then hit my.
So for those that have just clicked on this video for the first time ever, and for somehow, some way you've made it this far and you're still actively listening, first off, congrats, you have an amazing attention span. Second off, we live in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's in between New York City and Florida on the East Coast of the United States. And that's how Luke and I know each other. Now, like I said, I met him, and then
we met because we lived in the same building in sophomore year. And so you actually witnessed me lose the weight or get in shape because we lived in the building sophomore year together.
And after I met him, I saw the Instagram page, and I never realized how big of a transformation it was.
Because you never saw me when I was fat.
Never. And I remember I would see him a couple times like, damn, was he always that ripped? But it didn't click to me how big of a transformation he went through until I saw the Instagram page that he's showing right now. And that's why the why to me, and I think should to you, matters so much.
Right there you go. Yeah, go to the first post. Yeah, just flip through that stuff. So that's when the first picture. Oh, here's the good video. This was when I said I got back from school sophomore year. I was like, okay, now it's time to cut. So this is just a time lapse of just like me vlogging once. I think it was like every Sunday I would take a video and then you can see the weight just slowly come off every single time. So this is like right because I met you probably later in the semester, I think.
I mean, you never see somebody really flip a switch like this. It's something that you really never
it's
see.
mentally you got to get over. One of the best things David
But you
Goggins
must have
book.
had to, because this kind of switch that you flip affects every single part of your
I
life.
became a good student. I went from having a 0.6 GPA
I'm sure
first
your
semester
friends
to being dean's list.
Your friends probably changed. Your eating changed. Your sleep changed. Your
Eating
family
habits
dynamic
changed. My
Nothing
religious
to say.
status changed.
Religious, yeah.
Like my religious status changed. My eating habits changed. My getting a girlfriend. I never had a girlfriend before. Got a girlfriend.
I like
How
a
I
girlfriend.
was treated by other people changed. School changed. I mean, it was a bunch of stuff happened. I'm just so that was go to the last post I've had. So the story behind it now. So I bulked this a year ago now. So I bulked, and then it's hard to keep up with dedication. So that winter I started first week of my cut and I hurt my knee playing basketball, and I was out for about 2 weeks. And of course, that was the same time as Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving rolls over to exams. Exams rolls over to Christmas. I was traveling to New York City and all that. So I got out of the gym for a little bit, and then got a dog, and then it all just kind of like unraveled a little bit, kind of let myself go a little bit. But I was still kind of like naturally strong, but I had bulked. I hadn't got my bulk off yet, so I hadn't cut back down yet. So, and then right around May, it was like, okay, it's time to flip the switch again. So I was probably 20, I think I was 206 in March of this year, and I was still had all the muscle still. So like my 206 this year was not the same 206 when I was like a freshman. So it's a lot different and it's a lot better. So I'm already like 190, 188 already. So I'm like start to slowly cut back down. And when it gets colder outside, it's so much easier for running. So that's when it's really going to melt off. So probably about Christmas, I'll probably be 175. I'll probably be back to that. I'd say about February. That's
All right.
My goal is I'll be like that, or I'll have more muscle mass by then. Hopefully so I had less muscle in the picture on the left and more muscle in the picture on the right. So hopefully I have that much muscle in the picture on the right, but like shredded. So that's the goal. But it's all about mentality. You just got to flip the switch in your head and tell yourself to stop whining about it and go through with it. No matter, even if you're having a bad day in the gym or a bad day in life, a bad day in the gym is better than no day in the gym. That's like the mentality you got to have. But you can't always have bad days. Sometimes you're going to have good days.
Yeah, check this out. Guess what I did 2 episodes ago? I sat in silence for an hour. Couldn't find a guest. Didn't say a single word. Just ate a popsicle on camera for an hour. See? Just watch YouTube. Because a podcast is better than no podcast.
Exactly. So like if you got it, do you try to do a podcast every day? Is that your?
I do. I haven't 200. For the first 30 or 40, it was scattered. But then I realized I needed structure. So the guests,
exactly.
I had to sacrifice
if
the
you're
guests.
saying I'm gonna do it every now and then you might go a week without having it, and then you're not gonna be committed to it.
Can't
If
fly.
you want to be committed to the bit, you gotta go full in.
Keeping It Real comes out every day at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, AM.
Who said what?
There's an episode comes out every single day.
And the next morning at 7:15.
This is when this comes out.
7:15 tomorrow morning.
AM.
I will listen. I'm driving to Florida. I'm waking up at 4:30 and driving to Jacksonville, Florida, to pull for my Panthers.
It's on Spotify.
Week
also.
1, they're playing. It's gonna be Travis Hunter's first game.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Although I don't.
Yeah.
Apple
I'll be
Music,
listening. If it comes out 7:15, I'm gonna listen to it in the car while I'm driving because I probably won't get there till 10.
Apple Music will be Apple Music is a bit of a weird.
If it's on Spotify, I got Spotify. So
I'm
that's all that
accepting
matters.
money now. People can pay, and I'm thinking like, should I pay the guests that come on? I have, and I do.
No, you don't have to.
Right.
No, you don't.
do.
You don't need to. You don't need to pay them until you are actually like. They are like when you get bigger and you're like starting to fly guests out here. I don't think you need to actually start paying guests until you have like value guests. So it's like, let's say before the school year ends, you start having 100 listeners, like 200 listeners, because you got 25, 30 now. Let's say somehow you start ramping up because you started doing your clips, and now you're at 200 for the end of the school year. You actually have a chance of like pulling somebody who plays a sport at NC State. Like maybe pulling some wrestler or some swimmer or some football players, like some small scale football player would be perfect, or something like that. Like you pull an athlete out here, or someone that's like campus known at State, or someone that's Raleigh known. Like that level, I don't even think you need to pay somebody because like, or maybe you can offer but if you're just asking friends, there's no need to pay. But it's when you start going out of your way for people you don't know, that's when you probably can start doing the incentive.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. It just beeps. Interesting.
Is that like the hour thing? What's that do?
I don't know how long that was set for. Yeah, it's time lapse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what are we on right now?
Oh, we're about 20 seconds still.
20 seconds.
You want to call it the hour?
We'll call it whenever. Is there anything else to talk about, or
Always.
Although I could have conversations all day. You can ask her about it. But I like the picture, the NC State picture in there.
Hill, take that.
I don't need it.
No, I've been trying to give it away for a long time.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not. And you guys are dating and like you go to like you should have that painting. I do podcasts. Seriously. You know where I got it?
Where?
It accidentally fell into my hands. I stole it from Hill.
You stole it from Hill. I'm about to say, that's
because it's really nice.
If I could steal any picture from NC State, I told my roommate about this last night. Not that I'd steal it. I said it was a good painting.
That's great. You're going home with that thing.
My favorite one, it's in the Fountain Dining Hall. It's in like on the right side of Fountain in the back left corner. It's a picture of old NC State, and it's got the old people don't know about it. The football stadium used to be on campus before Carter Finley. It's the old NC State campus with no Centennial and like barely any buildings, and the football campus is sitting where SAS should be.
That's dope.
So like it's a pretty cool picture.
That's dope.
But yeah, that one's pretty cool too.
That's yours now. I can't wait.
I appreciate it, man.
Can't wait for it to not be on the wall anymore. Because in a year moving to New York City. You said you visited?
I've gone to New York 3 times. I went to New York. When we go to New York? July? Went to New York in like July, last week, July, first week, August. That was the last time I went.
For what? Where'd you stay?
Went for a day trip.
No way!
Okay, but well, I'll tell you about what I'm doing now.
Okay.
So I'm doing like, I'm visiting a bunch of stadiums. It's baseball
Dope.
stadiums. It's like,
dope.
But I have to go for a game. You can't just like fly up to Boston, go tour, and tour Fenway.
Gotta go for a game.
You gotta go for a game. So that's like my rule. So
yeah, but what if you can't find a game? Would you ever consider like, because that makes the whole thing harder. Like, what if it's like...
Yeah, it's fun. I like having the game. She don't like it as much. She likes going to the cities. I get a Pandora charm for her so she doesn't complain. So
I don't know what that is. That like a...
Show me your charm bracelet. See, so it's like a little charm bracelet from Pandora. So I get her.
Where'd you guys meet? Where'd you guys meet?
We actually met on Tinder. We're probably one of the last couples. We're probably one of the last couples Tinders will ever match because everyone uses Hinge now for that.
They do.
Because Tinder's now just became a hookup app.
It is.
So
I'm off all the apps.
Yeah.
The thing with me is I
think you're natural. You're
oh
glowing.
My God,
you're a glowing personality. People find you. You're okay.
You think so?
Yeah, you got the way dating works. The way dating works these days is people will be looking. I'm not saying you'll be 30, but people are still looking like for someone. They'll be single when they're 30. Not hoping you get there. Like hopefully it's way before. But
I saw that it's 1 in 4 of us, our age, when we're 40, 50, will be single.
Yeah, it's so bad for our generation.
1 in 4.
Like my parents, they were 28.
Why do you think that is?
My parents were 28 when they got married, so they're like that was pretty late. And then like I have cousins. None of my cousins are married, and I have like older cousins. I have a cousin who's like 32. He's got a girlfriend for the past like 3 years. So that means he met his girlfriend when he was like 29. And then I have a cousin who just had a kid, but she's like 28. So like we went from like having like back in the olden days having kids from like 14, 15 or whatever.
14, 15.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Oh yeah.
How old
back then though, people were like birthing 20 kids and like having kids when they started being like if you could like have kids at whatever age you could start producing, that's when people had kids back then.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. But then I feel like the reasonable time was probably like 22, 23, 24. That's probably your best years. But like we're pushing society back, and then like our birthing rates are dropping too. Like it's now like 1.2 kids per like couple now.
Sounds right.
It's like we're about to, how, I don't know if you've ever looked at it, but it's the birth rate thing. So a good society should look like this. Have you ever seen Japan's? Japan's is like this.
Whoa, I bring that up.
Japan has the worst birth rate and like of like anyone. They're like the worst of them. So like Japan's like a good thriving country right now, but like Japan in 30 years, Japan hates immigration. So like you don't see a lot of immigrants in Japan because they hate them. But like I don't know.
It's so clean, probably, right?
Oh yeah, but like, well, we're the immigrant country, so. But I really don't. But we're still like growing in number because we're accepting immigrants. But like the people who are like citizens of the United States, our birth rate's like declining. We're slowly becoming like Japan.
Really?
Yes, we're slowly I think we're like at the rate where we're like flatlining now. But like if you look into this, it's like part of the AP stuff we did with in high school. Like everyone has a carrying capacity in their country, but it also comes along with like how the morals are of the people and how like Yeah, it's like we're in a society now where we kind of don't want kids or where we don't want big families because we can't afford it. Is one thing. Or
I just couldn't handle it.
Like some people can't handle it. Back
Right
then they
now.
could handle 10 kids.
Right now.
Now we can't. Now they say only
But-
1 kid. Some people are married. There's more people having kids out of wedlock than ever. So stuff like that.
If I was a girl and I got knocked up, I'd keep it.
You said what?
I'd keep it if I was a girl. I got pregnant. I'd
Oh,
keep
that's
it.
a whole. Abortion's a whole different story for another time.
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but we could talk. I don't want to. That's too edgy of a topic for that.
But I guess what I'm saying is if I got my girlfriend pregnant, I would be, of course.
Yes,
you'd
I would
say-
be. If my girlfriend got pregnant, I'd be inclined to keep it.
Oh, would you really?
well, duh.
I would be inclined to say, baby, it's whatever you want to do.
That's
exactly how I'd
well,
feel.
that's on.
I'd say
That's on the incline of like, yeah. There's 2 aspects to that. It's like, are you ready for it, and do you think it's morally right to do something else? So I think there should be putting out there. Abortion shouldn't be a thing.
Oh, sure, we're getting into this.
Okay, no, this gonna be real quick. But I don't want to get into it. I think abortion should only be legal in the aspect of the mother's life, and maybe mother's life and rape and incest. That should be it. If the only times it is acceptable, abortion should not be a thing where it's like it's inconvenient for me. That's what adoption's for. Now, yes, we have overrun adoption centers and orphanages, but that is way better than taking away the value of a human life. Now, that's where the conversation needs to end. We don't really need to dive in on it. But, like, yes, if my girlfriend...
Well, if you're going to end it.
If my girlfriend got pregnant, we would rather keep, like, not keep it. We would rather, like, either keep the life and, like, then you can decide, do we want to, like, do we think we're ready or not? Like, I have a friend, you know the friend, I won't throw the name out there, but her parents gave her, her mom gave her up for adoption, and she ended up coming to state and having a really great life. Like, you don't have to take that option. There's a family out there looking for you. Like, there's families out there that want to adopt. Yeah, there's families out there that want, my parents were looking into adoption at one point.
If I can't find a girlfriend, I'm going to adopt a kid.
That sounds like,
Maybe. I don't know.
gosh, what movie is it? I can't remember.
Adam Sandler?
I'm not talking about a Big Daddy.
Zoolander?
Zoolander.
Zoolander.
No, it's not Big Daddy. I can't remember where it was like.
Twin Swap?
I think, gosh, what movie
Describe
it was.
it. Describe it.
I can't remember. It's slowly. The more I talk about it, slowly goes to my head.
Oh.
But yeah, like,
Adoption movie?
gosh, yes, some movie where
And is it animated? Is it animated?
No, I'm losing it more and more the more we talk about it.
Oh.
Do we need to cut it or nah?
Cut the episode?
Yeah. What? How much time we got in the
you wanna
episode? No, I'm not saying. What time even is it?
We're over an hour.
6:16. We're over an hour.
Okay.
Shoot, what's a good thing to end the episode on? Because I don't want to just end it on abortion.
7.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But I mean, I appreciate you having me on and everything. Like, I actually enjoyed coming on.